Yes, we are live. Hi, guys.
Yo, it's Monday. What's today?
It is Monday. It's a cinema club day.
First Monday in August. What's up, everybody? Hello.
Hi,
Welcome
everybody.
to Cinema Club. Let me throw it up there as people kind of come in and let people know. I'm Dante Bosco. This is
I'm Alice Rahmatullah. Hi.
And this is Cinema Club. This is our weekly movie club, not unlike a book club. We do.
Let me use my 3 different.
You go for it. Go for it. I'm gonna put up this thing and then you do it.
Alright, hi everybody. For my Uyghur fans, hi, yaxshimsizlar. Munosibim Bahargul. Bizning Cinema Club klubimizga kelganlarga qarshi olamiz. For my Chinese friends, hi, 大家好，我叫巴哈古丽。
I love that.
欢迎大家来我们的电影俱乐部讨论各种电影。Now in English.
And
Hi
now English,
everyone.
go.
My name is Alice. Welcome to our cinema club. All right, done. Checklist is done.
You're done?
Yes.
I'm gonna pin this up here real quick.
Okay. So this week we're gonna talk about it. The Princess Bride.
Hey, what's up, you guys? We're doing Princess Bride this week. It's like a summertime, so we decided to do some like blockbuster films and some fun films, some family films. And so this week is Princess Bride, which I haven't seen in a lot of years.
Me too.
Also, differently this week for next week, since we're gonna stay in like summertime classic blockbusters, we're gonna let you guys choose next week. 2 films that we were thinking about doing are Jaws and Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
So if during the stream or whatnot, you can go to Alice's page, which is at Alice Rahmatullah, right?
Alice Rahmatullah, yeah.
Spell it.
REHEMUTULA.
Yeah,
Do
Alice.
you need to spell Alice?
And you can go on and watch her story and vote on it. And so whatever wins the votes, we'll either watch Jaws
vote,
next
and
week.
I'm gonna look at the answer while we're doing streaming. So we're gonna pick either Jaws or
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
And we see Yo, Cognac Queen. We see Django. No, Django's gonna come.
Yes, Django is a great movie too.
Yeah, we'll do Django in a bit.
Yeah.
We're going further back at the moment, but we'll come back to Django. Django is more of a modern classic in my point of view. But when we do that, Cognac Queen, I expect you to be calling in and dropping some crazy knowledge on us.
Absolutely.
Of course, we're gonna talk about the film a little bit, and then we'll bring people in as always to come join the conversation. So people that watched the film, especially if you watched it this week and you have some things you want to drop on the people as far as what you thought about it or some tidbit facts or it's whatever's important or what you liked or whatever you disliked about the film.
Even though you don't like the film, you absolutely can do it. A lot of people
and
just
hashtag
DM
bride.
me.
Just hashtag bride in the request to get in and then hashtag bride.
Right.
And we'll find you. But let's just jump into the movie.
Yes, before we jump into the movie, I want to let you guys know, even though if you don't like the movie, it's okay. Like, we don't like stuff, so it's feel free to.
There's a lot of movies that we watched that this one
we don't like, so it doesn't have to be like, doesn't have to be all positive thing. If you don't like it, it's just say it out. Like it's we're not here to judge. We just have it here to chit chat, like talk about it you like or you don't like.
It's a book club, so
yes.
It's a movie club. So it's basically, we all watched the movie. What did y'all think about it? How did it hit you? This is dedicated to this cinema club is dedicated to cinema classics. So we're going specifically
classic films.
The films that are classics,
yes,
or considered classics. And sometimes films don't, even though they're classics in our mind, don't hold up the same way 10 years later, 20 years later,
exactly.
30 years later. The Princess Bride is what year? 1987?
It is 1980s. They shot it in 1987, and then I'm pretty sure they released on 1988.
Okay, so right, 87, 88, something like that. And so, it says 87, October 1987.
Okay.
So it came out in 1987. And that is a long time ago.
Yes. Not really.
Yeah, it's like
it is not
35 years ago or something like that.
32.
32 years ago. My math is not 100.
That's
32 years ago. So let's jump into the movie. Let's. How did you feel about it? Now, when's the first time you saw it?
First time I saw it is long time ago.
In China?
Yes, in China. And
was it dubbed or was it in English?
It is English, but there is a subtitle.
Okay.
So it's a Mandarin subtitle. So I watched it. I was like, at the time, I feel like it's just like a cute family, a romantic adventure film. I didn't literally deep down like what's going on. I didn't go into any rabbit holes. So later on, second time I watched it was in the.
There's police around here right now.
Come get you.
They're chasing somebody. What in the? So you watched it. How old were you about when you first watched it the first time?
First time I watched it around like 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, around that time. And then the second time I watched it when I was in the film school.
Okay.
And Burbank, I watched it. It is fun. Like years later, you watched exactly the same film. You have an absolutely two different experience.
And watching it now.
And now I watch it. Now I will feel like, oh my God, this is like I learned more experience. I learned more knowledge, and I realized there's a lot of stuff we should mention. Like at the time, I didn't really realize like woman doesn't have that much power.
How do you feel about the film overall when you watch it?
Overall, I feel like it's a great film.
I love the film. I love the film.
I love it.
And I haven't seen it in at least a decade, and I still love it.
What is your score out of the 10?
I don't know about score. I'm not big on scoring. I'm not big on scoring. It was great.
I overall I enjoy it. It's fun. It is entertaining. Love the dialogue. Love the charming. Love the it's comedy. Like some dialogue is comedy for me.
Do we have to break down the plot of the film? You guys all know Princess Tale.
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Bride. Some people doesn't know.
Well, it's about the princess, and she's gonna get married by some mean prince, and then they got she has this farm boy that
she fell in love with the farm boy. That's her only.
He kind of gets killed by the Pride Dread.
And she thought this farm boy died, and which is.
And then the new prince is gonna marry her, but then we find out the prince is evil, and then the guy comes back and has to go through like a labyrinth of things to kind of get to her to save her from before she gets married. That's the basic tell of it.
Before she gets married.
The great thing about the movie is it's kind of like a simple movie. I wouldn't call it a perfect movie because it's like certain things just kind of happen magically, like we need this, we need that. But that's really not about that aspect of it. It's just kind of a true love story in a very fairy taleistic way, but so charming, so funny. All the characters are so defined and definitive, and have their quirks, and incredibly acted by Mandy Patinkin playing Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
Carrie Elwes playing Wesley. Robin Wright.
Right.
Playing Buttercup.
I love her, Robin Wright.
She's great.
Buttercup. And Mandy Patinkin. Is that how you pronounce?
Yeah, there's Mandy Patinkin.
Wells Shawn.
So many great actors. Carol Kane, Billy Crystal in the film.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, Wallace Shawn. Amazing actors. Young Fred Savage. Young
grandson.
baby Fred Savage, which is crazy. It's good to. I think we all know he's grown up and he's become this great adult actor, but also a director. But it's good to see him as a child. I knew Fred back in around those days, so it's kind of good.
More identifying like child actors.
Yeah, no, because I remember when Fred, as before Wonder Years, I did Wonder Years with Fred, and then I did a film with him called Wizard, which I ended up getting cut out of. But I played his best friend. I know. I still get credit. I'm still getting residual check for the movie, so it's really, they cut me out the film, but I still
residual check.
Maybe I was last minute cut out. I don't know what happened.
It's fine.
But Fred, I remember Fred from those days. Him and his brother Ben, and so it's kind of cool to see him as a kid actor. Shout out to the kid actors out there. So the movie was so lovely. It almost felt kind of like a really great, like a high school play, where things just kind of happen. They magically just. It's always magically happening good. It was written, I want to say it's written by William Goldman, who is a very famous writer. He actually wrote a book about screenplays.
It's a book. It's a playbook. It's
screenplay.
A screenplay. No. It's actually like a fiction story.
Yeah, he wrote the book too.
Okay.
But William Goldman also wrote the script, but William Goldman's a famous screenwriter. He wrote, I'm looking at all kinds of stuff. It looks like Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, Princess Bride, All the President's Men. He also wrote a famous book that a lot of times in screenwriters, I've read it, another screenwriter, I think in school you gotta read it. It's like William Goldman's How to Write a Movie. I forget the name of the book, but it's something like that. He's that kind of writer. So he's written some really complex things. This feels like a very simplistic thing, but it's done so well and beautiful and funny. Talk about the thing you didn't like.
I didn't. There it is.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
I mean, I like the most of the film. It's beautiful, especially when they're when the princess. I mean, when the prince came. And then he just like Zorro face, like the body, and he talking to her,
right?
And then like they escape from that whole madness, and they're alone. They're talking like you mocking my pain. It's like this is not. I'm not mocking your pain. This life is pain.
Yes. Life
is a pain. Like I'm just telling you the truth. But if somebody else telling you something else, they try to sell you stuff. Like that kind of like dialogue. It gets me. It's like
you like that or you don't like that?
I like it.
Okay.
It's fun, cute, charming, and it's really like challenging for both sides. The girl challenging the guy challenging the boy.
Right.
It's just like a little fight scene.
Right.
Like sassy.
But I know one thing you talked about afterwards was about the whole damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Stereotype.
Yeah, stereotype. They made it like. Here's the thing I don't like.
Give it to us. Give it to them. Let's talk about it.
Here's the thing I don't like. It's just like at the time. I think it's just the society at that time period make this woman. I mean, I don't want to say useless, but I just no voice.
It's a damsel in distress stereotype that they put in the film. Yes, it's just like
what woman does not have any voice when she has a chance. When they're fighting,
she's just following the guys all the time, right?
They're following the guys all the time, and then. When she has a chance to stand up for herself to save that guy, which is he's like literally bitten by a giant mouse. It's a rat or mouse. What
even though I love it was a big ass rat, scary. I even love all the practicalness of how they created the set design and the characters. Like it felt old school, like no CGI, just like just make stuff. Like and it was kind of fun. But the damsel in distress thing, I think it is interesting because. As 1987, 32 years ago. So the last 30 years, there's been so many women protagonist roles.
Yes.
Like if we were to redo that movie today, she could never be that weak. She'd have to have a fight scene.
She has a fight scene, of course.
She'd have to do something that's...
It's changing. Right now, slowly, we're making the progress.
I get the stereotype he was using, but I just don't think that kind of thing plays as much today. Like the woman can't be that weak. Like do nothing. Like just do everything what the guys say.
Exactly. Not doing anything. Like at least just grab something because she has a weapon like literally in front of her. She literally tried to grab like protection.
They just weren't dealing with any of that back in those days. They're just gonna look damsel in distress.
I was like, come on, girl. I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Like I was like, come on, girl. Just grab that sword. Just help him or do something. She's just like so weak and she just fell. Of course.
Yes. Well,
I mean,
besides that though, the rest of the film
is great, and then she has no voice. It's like, even though she doesn't love this prince, why she marry him?
It was part of the story. Well, also maybe for their wish to be the queen.
Married to
she gets some queen. She's gonna be the queen.
That's the only point you're gonna get.
She wasn't gonna love nobody else. She thought her one true love was dead. So if your one true love's dead, and then you have the opportunity to be the queen, like you might as well. You're gonna marry some broke guy that doesn't have no money, and still you're gonna be in love with him.
Broke guy.
And the prince was seeming like he was cool. He was like, "You're gonna grow to love me," but he was just gonna kill her. So
he's not cool. He's about to kill her.
He was trying to front that he was cool. Like you can grow to love me, just marry me, and you remember all that kind of stuff.
Forcing.
So. Yeah, forcing. Now,
story. I mean, it's like directing wise. Do you like the director?
Yeah.
Do you like how
yes,
he directed?
We have to give a shout out to Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner, which is amazing director.
He directed. Oh my God.
When Harry Met Sally, he directed.
Wolf of Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. No, he was in it.
He was in it. Okay.
Yeah. Scorsese directed, but he was Meathead in what's that show? All in the Family.
All the Family.
As an actor, he's an actor and a director.
Oh, really?
But he's directed so many great things. Should we bring some people in?
Absolutely.
First of all, let's shout people out. Jesus, YC Avatar, what's up? Cognac Queen, thanks for being here.
Hi,
Best
everyone.
Jesse, how y'all doing? Emperor Suzanne, what's up?
What's up?
Nina Berries, how you doing? So, if you guys have seen the movie and want to get into the chat, request and also throw in hashtag bride right now. We'll look for you and we'll bring someone in right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see.
First
one up is my boy Calvatrain.
Connecting.
Thomas, I know this is a buddy. Thomas!
Hi, Thomas. Oh my God.
What's going on? How are you doing?
What's going on? We got 2 right now, so that one's eating.
Hi, look, I get to see you
Say
guys.
hi.
So for people that follow me on Twitch, they know Thomas. He's from, I don't have to ask where he's from because I know he's in Arkansas.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
we play a lot of League of Legends together.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
And he's a homie, but he knows, I know you know we were watching Princess Bride this week, so drop some knowledge on us. Drop some knowledge on us, Thomas.
So one thing I really liked about the movie, I'm going to see if this one will want to sit down. Nope, she doesn't. Okay, that's fine. One thing I really liked about the movie was the world building aspect of it, which I thought was really interesting. And it's kind of another reason I like League of Legends, the game we play, the lore behind it, because there's a lot of stuff that kind of teases at,
Right.
but doesn't dive all the way into, which is
And
kind of interesting.
it borrows from known tropes that we know.
Exactly, yeah.
The prince, the king, the princess. You know.
There's so many medieval tropes in it. So you jump into the movie, it's a book, and then it's like, well, actually, it's medieval. Well, actually, there's magic, and then it keeps kind of building off of that, which is pretty interesting. But it makes it to where they're telling it, and you know there's more there when they bring up some of these little aspects of the movie, but they don't really go into it. So it kind of gets your curiosity a little bit, but not enough to where it needs to dive into it fully.
Totally. Obviously, it's a bigger world with the magic and everything like
that. Exactly, yeah.
And it's funny, too, because it's Rob Reiner, and he's like, him and like Billy Crystal have this like old New York Jew kind of thing about themselves. So all of a sudden, like the priest is like an old rabbi, and the magic people, Karen, what's her name? Carol, I forgot the actress's name, but they're like doing some. Yeah, they're doing like some like New York Jewish accents, which is hilarious. And also, I know you're big into big world building because Thomas also not only does he play video games, he's actually a dentist, you guys. We're talking artistic stuff, but he's actually a dental surgeon, which is awesome. But also I'm just gonna give you a quick shout out because I know you, and I haven't played the game yet, but he created his own tabletop game and a world building game called Effin Point.
It's Battle for Ebon Point is the name of the book.
Battle or paddle?
Battle.
A battle.
Battle.
It's like a MOBA, but it's like a tabletop game that you can play on Steam. And it's kind of like, just explain, give a quick explanation before you go ahead.
So the game that me and Dante like to play so much, League of Legends, is a team game where you control a character and then you have abilities and you try to beat the other team who also has their own characters and their own abilities. So the tabletop aspect of like Dungeons and Dragons, I've always been a huge fan of, but it doesn't do a very good job of versus other players. It's really good as you as a group.
The storytelling thing, yeah.
The Dungeon Master with the storytelling and all that stuff, but the combat doesn't do well when you're going against other people. And so I thought about fusing the two and then combining my own little tweaks here and there, and then using characters from a book that I wrote, and kind of went from that aspect.
Oh my God!
This guy's not just a dentist; he does all kinds of artistic.
I have a lot of hobbies. There's a lot of downtime in dental school. You know, it's fine. I gotta sit over here because this one's being silly now.
It's all good. And he's a father.
You good? You want to say hi?
Killing. Hi.
Can you say hi?
What's your name?
This is Iris.
Hi, Iris.
And then this one is Violet, who has the broom and she's cleaning up.
What's up, Violet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely check out that game. I'm checking it out too. And if you follow me on Twitch, we're gonna be finding time this summer before the summer's out to play it all together.
Yeah, we're going to. But but that whole aspect of it is why I really like, since that stuff intrigues me anyway, is why I enjoyed the movie so much. Because I like the medieval thematics. And I also really like satire, which this movie does a great job at.
Great job at satire.
Yeah, it's really good at it.
Before you go, give us your favorite moment or scene in the movie.
Oh, the poison in the cup scene is probably my favorite in the whole movie. Yeah.
Great. I thought about that scene for years, decades now. I love that scene.
I love that scene.
What was so funny about that, touching into the whole Dungeons and Dragons thing, one of the very first times that I ever played D&D, the Dungeon Master used that scene against one of the party members, but he ended up dying to the poison, and it was really funny because I was like, "Oh, it's from the movie! Yeah, it's from the movie. It's great."
It's great. Maybe he crit fell. Did he roll a crit fell or what?
Yeah, I think he did like a persuasion check or something, and then he ended up failing it. It was so long ago, but I just remember that happening, and it was just really funny.
Well, that's rough, buddy, for sure.
That's rough, buddy.
Thomas, we'll see you on the riff.
Thank
Sounds
you for
good.
joining us.
All right, brother.
No problem.
Bye.
Awesome. That's my Arkansas
That's
friends out there.
interesting.
If you're in the chat and you want to talk, you watch the movie, throw in Bride right now. We're going to bring someone else in right now. Throw in Bride.
Let's bring some people.
Let's bring some people. Shout some people out, Alice. Shout some people out. Some people saying hi to you.
Hi, everybody. Where is it? I
Petrie.
can't read. I don't want to mispronounce their name. I'm a lot of stress right now.
Aloha, Danny, the 1996.
Hi.
Emma, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Is your name Emma?
Yes, yeah.
Awesome. Where do you call name from, Emma?
I'm in Seattle.
Oh, how's it going up there?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
A little crazy lately, but you know,
Works.
just trying to stay safe and stay home.
Yes, are we all are? That's what started this whole
Exactly.
this whole
This is the reason
video
why we're
club. So
talking.
Cinema Club.
Yeah.
And were you able to watch
Princess
Princess
Bride.
Bride
Yeah,
recently
I
or in your
love
life?
that
Yeah.
movie. Oh, it's so. I've been meaning to read the book too, because I
You know
know
what? I'm going to read the book too now you watch it because I wonder what's
Yeah.
different in it.
I
You know?
try to like read the book before the movie, and just like I was so young when I first saw Princess Bride, but now I have to go back and like read the book again. So.
How many times have you seen it in your life? 100?
Oh my gosh. Like, it hasn't been that much. I've seen it definitely a few times, but it's just such a classic that I just, like, you know, can remember the plot so well, and it's such a part of my childhood. I probably saw it when I was a little too young, because I did get
Right.
terrified as a child.
What? What were you terrified of?
You know the scene with the suction cups?
Forging.
Oh, yeah, the death scene.
Oh my gosh. When I was, like, really little, I was just so scared of that.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Even watching it now in a new point in time, like, how does this thing work? Like, how is he sucking it out the life?
People invent all kinds of stuff just for torturing another person.
Yeah. But I
Now
like,
it's
but
like-
how the
now it's
measures of
fun.
it. How the measures of it. Remember, he's like
The
puts on
pressure.
one. He's like, I just sucked 1
Right.
year of your life out, and then he went
No,
to 50.
50.
And we would actually, me and my brothers would talk about that all the time. Like, we do
Yeah.
something crazy or dangerous. I was like, I think I just lost 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah. Now looking back on it, it's like such a funny scene because it's like the craziest ideas they came up with and craziest inventions. But as a little kid, I was just like, oh my God. And the rats.
How
were
old
like,
are you now, Emily?
I'm
Emma?
17.
17. You're still in high school.
Yeah, I'm going to my senior year.
Awesome. Good luck, class
Thank
of 2021.
Woo!
That's
Hopefully
great.
we'll probably start virtual, but you know, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see. We're all living in a different time.
Exactly.
For sure.
We don't
And it's
know.
so nice of you guys to have this. This is just such a fun little thing to do and use your
Aw,
platform
thank you.
to engage
Aw.
people and
Thank you. And do some
Thank you.
fun stuff that we love doing anyway, like
Because we're
movies.
watching movie
Yeah,
anyway, so might as well
exactly.
just share
We're
that
filmmakers.
experience.
Obviously, I think a lot of people that are like fans or followers of me or Alice must like films too. So like, let's just talk
Right.
about films.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what was your favorite moment or scene in the movie?
I think it's the scene where Wesley is his name, right? Is like climbing up the side of the like rock mountain type thing on the like,
yeah.
rope and Inigo Montoya is like at the top and he's like, I'll just wait
Yes.
for you up here, you know.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like just the banter is so good and
the dialogue.
It's great.
really.
I mean, I think even when I watched it again just a few nights ago, like the
Yeah.
scene that stood out to me when I was a kid is when Inigo Montoya,
yeah.
you know, is fighting at the end. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to
Mhm.
die. Like,
Where did I-
it was so impactful when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And to see it again, it felt like it feels the same way. Like you get so because he got stabbed a few times.
Yeah.
You're like you think he's gonna go down, then he comes back and he gets super hyped.
It
Yeah.
is.
And
It's like that's he said it in three different tones. Like first he said, "Oh, hey, my name is so and so, prepare to
Inigo
die."
Montoya.
Like
Inigo
it's like,
Montoya.
Inigo Montoya. Like, and then he just said it like it really like confirmed, but it's still like he's bleeding, he's tired. And then second time when he says that he's like breaking down. Third time when he said that he's like yelling and in that anger, you feel that like that acting that way. He's
Right.
like you feel that anger, you feel
Yeah.
that revenge he's about.
And he's
to take.
such a great actor. I'm looking at his
He is.
IMDb
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, all the things he's done throughout his career, and then so many great characters, Mandy Patinkin, and a big Broadway star too.
He is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is, I want to drop to the Carrie Elvis.
Gary Ellis, yeah.
He just tweeted. He said, "Hey, my name is coronavirus. You don't want to wear a mask? Prepare to die."
That's so good. Oh my god.
So
It's
funny.
become such like an iconic line now.
Iconic dialogue.
You say it and everyone knows. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. And to watch in a new period of time is so
What do
great.
you say dialogue to?
Thank you, Emma. Shout out to Seattle. Good luck on your senior year.
Thank you
Good
so
luck.
much.
Thank you for joining
Oh,
us.
Pacific Northwest in our house.
Bye.
Bye. That's awesome. She was so
That's
nice.
no.
I want to point out also that the damsel in distress, Robin Wright. Of course, she's not a weak actress. We were talking about later on
Oh no,
how
she's
strong
not.
of an actress she is. She
House
won
of Cards.
House of Cards.
Look at that. No, I'm not saying she is, and as
No,
a
but
person,
how they did it.
how they wrote that character as a princess.
Totally.
How they wrote that at the time. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, don't get me wrong.
No, I
Of
know,
course
I
she's
know,
as
I
an
know. You're not
individual.
saying that. I'm just saying the
As an
irony.
individual, she's a person. She stood up a woman.
The irony is, as years go on, like she plays like the strongest women.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because like society is slow by slow changing.
Right.
We're making progress.
All right.
That's
So
all
let's
I mean.
get some more people in here. Hashtag Bride. We'll
Absolutely.
get you in
Hashtag
here.
Bride. Not only hashtag Bride, please send a request to us.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people said, "Oh, I hashtagged it, but
Oh no, you gotta send a
invite me."
request.
You gotta send the request, please.
And go to Alice's page to vote
And don't
for
forget to vote. I'm
next
gonna
week's-
check out my
next
Instagram
week's
right
movies.
now.
We're looking for
Let's see.
Conrad Bratt's coming in.
People
Levin, what's
vote.
up?
Oh my God, people vote Jaws.
They're voting Jaws. Jaws is winning by how
Jaws
much?
is
Hi there.
Yo,
Hey!
Conrad, what's up?
Hey,
Good
how?
to see you
Good
again.
to see you again. You're back up. You're back on the stream. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm at home. Like I got back from Montana a couple weeks ago, but
Where are you at now?
I'm just in my Aunt Cordes house right here because I live around the Seattle area.
Oh,
That's
two
nice.
calls from around Seattle area.
Two from Seattle.
We just had Emma calling from Seattle too. So tell us, did we able to watch the movie again recently, or have any good memories of it, or how
Yeah,
you feeling
so
about it?
so I did watch the movie like a couple days ago. I was kind of pondering on why the princess actually married the king, because like she didn't truly love him, and that was like the
literally asking that question. Thank you. Don't make me feel like I'm the only
I
one.
agree. It's just it's a plot point.
Answer what you
Plot.
said to me.
But I said possibly.
You said she wants to be a queen.
A, so she's gonna be a queen. B, her true love is dead in her mind. She's never gonna fall in love with another guy ever. So she's like, might as well be a queen if I'm gonna marry someone I'm not in love with anyway. Might as well marry the queen instead of the pauper.
If you're a
the king.
woman, Donald Trump is single. Are you gonna marry
I don't
him?
know. I'm not a woman,
You're gonna
and I'm not
be-
answering that question.
You're gonna be a first lady.
I'm not me. What else about the movie, Conrad? What stands out? What's your favorite scenes and moments?
So
Just
my favorite scene was when Wesley got the girl and they rode off in the horse and like fall in love. Like I love Wesley and the princess, and I just loved how
the Princess Buttercup.
Princess Buttercup. Yeah, I just loved how she just never gave up on him, and I loved the giant, and then I can't remember the other swordman guy's name, but I just thought
Inigo Montoya.
Oh, Ego Montoya. Like I liked
And-
how he was like with Wesley and them, and they just took down that king, because I think he definitely deserved it. And honestly, I was surprised that they decided not to kill him, but I think that was a good end of the scene, was not to kill him, but just to have him learn a lesson.
Yeah.
So
The movie still stayed pretty family friendly, even though like Wesley died, aka died, came back. It was fun. I mean, they kept that tone of like it was really fun, even though there was danger involved. It was always kind of
So it's
fun.
like magic happened.
Yeah.
It's like magically came back to life.
Right.
It's like something that happened in the Game of Thrones too. All the heroes died and they came back to life.
But Conrad, you're romantic. Look at you. His favorite part is when they ride to the sunset, the love story. It's all about true love. When it comes down to it, the movie's about true love.
Inconceivable.
I don't think you understand what that word means.
I think listening
in the movie.
I think listening to Taylor Swift kind of inspired me, and Demi Lovato as well, to like love those love scenes and all.
Yes. Hey, you know what? I'm with you. I love the love scene too. Thank you, Conrad. Shout out
Thank
to
you for
Seattle. Hope you have a
joining.
good rest of summer. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Please vote the movie next week.
Vote
We're
for the
gonna
movie, you guys,
watch
next week. Jaws or Terminator?
Or Terminator.
Okay.
Where's your vote? What do you vote for right now? What do you vote for?
I'm going to vote for Terminator because
Awesome.
Terminator's
2.
one.
Terminator 2.
I think Jaws is
Oh,
winning
Terminator
on
2 is
my
the best.
Instagram.
Terminator 2. We're going straight to Terminator 2.
Excellent. Sweet, dude.
All right. Thanks, Conrad.
Bye.
Thank you.
What's up?
All right.
Oh, Sarah Nicole's in house. What's up, Sarah Nicole?
Hi.
Let's see. Let's bring in Sarah. Sarah's one of our honor stream crew. And I'm
now
sure
it's
she loves.
Terminator is winning. Oh no! What did I do? No.
You voted for your own thing. You are. I can.
I'm obviously.
Sarah, what's up? How are you doing?
Hi, Alice. I haven't
How are
seen
you,
you
Sarah?
since
Sarah's a part of our Honor Society stream and our crew out here, but she's coming out of Florida.
Yes, I am. So you didn't know why Buttercup and Humperdinck were supposed to get married?
Why? No, why was she gonna marry him even though she didn't love him? People
No,
ask
like I asked.
why would he?
Why
marry,
she
why would she marry him even though she?
Okay.
She doesn't love him.
It's in the book. So so pretty much what happens is Humperdinck's dad is dying, the king's dying, and he needs to find somebody. And Humperdinck says, "Well, I'm not marrying anybody who's not beautiful." So the court guy goes out and finds somebody, and he finds Buttercup, and she says that she's going to kill herself, and that's pretty much kind of what starts the whole thing off. So pretty much he's like, "Oh, you're going to marry, otherwise you're going to die."
Oh, see, that makes sense.
Why didn't show it on the movie?
They made her character very smaller in that sense. So I make sense if she's gonna kill herself and then she says she's gonna marry the king, it kind of keeps her alive.
I think
to a degree.
that should be shown in that
They
movie.
bring it back though, because at the end she's saying, "I'm gonna commit suicide."
Right.
No,
yeah,
not
she
in
does
the
that
back
thing
because
with, like,
she find out her true love is still alive. So
I
that's
know.
why she has like little voice. And then before that, she doesn't have a voice whatsoever.
I know, but it would be
She's
make it
fine.
stronger if it does make more sense because she's like, they found her, she was gonna commit suicide, but instead of committing suicide, she's gonna marry the prince. That's kind of cool. And then it turns out to be bad.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's kind of part of the book, and I think they just probably cut it out because it was probably going to be too much, because like the first 3 chapters are all about like they're
Plus, talking about suicide early in a movie is probably not gonna be fun.
probably not.
We're like, what the heck?
Maybe not suicide. Maybe just stood up for herself.
So,
I'm not gonna marry.
do you love the movie and the book?
This is my favorite movie. I
Okay.
introduced to it as a kid from my dad, so that was
Okay, so break us off with some knowledge. Favorite moments, favorite scenes, things that we should know that we maybe didn't think about.
somebody said this in the chat earlier, but the book was written for the author's daughters, so that's why I came to love it. It was written for that reason. And then my favorite scenes are probably every moment with Billy Crystal in it. That's just like that entire, just the way he.
It was great. Did he have a bigger story in the book, or was it just that scene?
I think most of what Billy Crystal was improvised, if I remember correctly.
Oh, for sure. They were like New York Jews. It was so hilarious. They're like, I don't know, they're ogre people or something, or like village trolley people. But they were talking like New York Jews. It was hilarious.
So as a kid, I definitely thought Billy Crystal was really, really, really old. So then I was very confused later on when I got older, and I was like, wait a second, he's way younger than he was in The Princess Bride because the makeup was done. He's
so funny, and he does like kind of those like old school corny jokes, but he does them funny. Like he's like the epitome of like dad joke guy, but does it that they're so classic, right?
Didn't you laugh?
No, I laughed. There's so many times in the movie I laughed like out loud, especially that scene.
I think, like I said, the movie's probably one of my favorites. It's probably just the comedy. I love just the very dry humor, the quick wit. Like
they're so great. I mean, Man's is so great. Even Andre the Giant is so good in the movie, and obviously, a lot of us that grew up when he was a big wrestler and then started doing movies like this, and obviously he became this iconic figure with Obey and. Just his Andre the Giant has a posse around town, and now he's like this. He's just like this immortal figure. But like him acting in the movie, he's so perfect, like so simple but so perfect.
And in contrast with the small, Wizzy. What do you say?
He did something weird to memorize lines. I know I read like an article, like he memorizes lines really weird.
Really, and they had the rhyming. Him and Inigo Montoya had the rhyming going on.
Yes, before
just that
got
threesome.
controlled by that little small guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Well, Wallace.
With Wallace
Vizzini?
Shawn. Yeah,
Wallace
Wizzini.
Shawn,
Yeah, he's just like,
The
screaming,
Cheney.
this is your job.
But it's like the brain, the steel, and the brawn, like that that threesome couple is just hilarious. But you want to just see a separate movie with them on another adventure together.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Please.
entire like scene where the boat's leaving or whatever, and you hear them repeating.
Yeah, after
timing, I
this,
was
yeah, like what's happened?
It's stupid funny, but it's like not that like it's just
Yeah,
funny
he's like, I am the brute
what it
force.
is.
We're gonna get the brute squad. He's like, I am the brute squad. Like, yeah, you are. He's so big. His hand was like so big.
He literally can carry like easily.
He like grabbed his whole head, or like I don't know, like I can't remember what scene.
You'd be like little guy.
So
like,
fun. I want to. I mean, I know there's like a documentary on Andre the Giant. I want to see him because I think he's fascinating figure.
When I
Rest
get
in
out
peace,
there,
Andre the Giant.
Oh really?
my DVD copy has like an extra thing on it, so when I get out there, eventually I'll
Check it
Oh
out.
my God! Please
Yeah.
do.
All right. Well, thank you, Sarah. Have a good rest of the summer. I'm sure I'll be seeing you sooner or later.
probably. Bye guys. Bye Alex.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we have some more time. Let's bring some more people in.
Absolutely.
Choose
Let's
somebody.
look.
I see a lot of
Please.
people jumping in
Do
there.
you want to be check out my Instagram? Let's see who's
Yeah, check
winning.
out.
What movie is winning?
What movie's winning? Swipe up. Swipe up. Oh, Jaws is winning. So if you guys go to Alice's page and you can vote.
Vote to movie Jaws or Terminator 2 for next week. So we're gonna decide that.
Let's see. Let's bring some more people in here. So if you watch the movie, request and hashtag Bride, and we'll try to get you in there. There's a bunch of people coming.
Let's do first person.
All right, let's go.
First.
Who's this? This is the top of the list.
Yes. It's go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I think.
Hey, how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing well. We're in summertime in LA, so life is good. And again, you're calling in from Turkey?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while.
You're stuck in Turkey. There's worse places to be stuck in for a while.
Oh my God.
Have you watched the movie recently?
I have. I've seen it yesterday, actually, for the first time.
So obviously you saw it before. Have you seen it before now?
No. This was my first time watching it. It was
Your
in
first
my
time
list for a
watching?
while. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
Please drop some knowledge.
Fresh eyes. Tell me. That's really interesting because I think you're the first person who called in that actually this is the first time they've ever seen it. Tell me what what you thought of it. Shoot.
I actually really liked the satirical aspect of it because it reminded me of like Monty Python movies.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen them? Yeah, like Holy Grail and Life of Brian. Oh, those two.
Mm-hmm.
And it also reminded me of The Fall. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a movie called The Fall. Lee Pace is in it. It's like a storybook movie again. It's a framed narrative like this one. It's a really good film. It's one of my suggestions if you plan to watch it in the
What's it called?
future.
The Fall?
The Fall, yeah. It's a really good frame. Yeah, it's a really great film. I really liked how the young boy kept like disturbing, like actually cutting the suspension of disbelief. So like it adds to the satirical aspect of it, in my opinion. Yeah. Because like we all know, like it's like kind of like the blueprint of the fantasy adventure film, the plot, the storybook plot. Yeah, there's
it's
like
so
a protagonist with the mask. No one can recognize them.
About Shrek for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one can recognize the masked protagonist. The female character is kind of useless. I agree to what Alice said, like wholeheartedly, because that rap scene really annoyed me. But I think that's one of her characters.
She was super annoyed.
If they did this day and age, I mean,
Buttercup would surely have some leather pants on and a sword and try to at least help.
Leather pants.
She was like literally in a pink dress through the whole movie.
Even though she doesn't have leather pants, she literally can easily pick up.
She didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything. She just watched.
But I think that's part of like a character, because like all characters have their own traits, and one of them is like the wit, one of them is the swordsman, one of them is the rhymer, and she is like
the damsel in distress.
Yeah, exactly, damsel in distress.
She was the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite moments in the movie? What's your favorite scene when you think about it?
I actually really like the Miracle Max. Is that Miracle Max?
Miracle Max with Billy Crystal and bringing him back to life.
In the strip. Yeah, I really like those two scenes.
I mean, I love how they were able to have him talk in his death, and then he was like, "Nah, I think he just said something else."
Mostly dead. It's not all
Yeah.
dead, but mostly dead.
I like that idea. Mostly dead.
Yeah.
Not all dead, mostly dead. That's pretty great. How about the music? I know you're a musician. How was
Yeah,
the music?
I
How was
actually
the music
never
in the
really.
movie?
Yeah, I never
Wasn't
really
that
heard of
musical
the
film?
composer
But they
before.
won a
But
lot of awards just because of the background, the music,
Really?
soundtrack. Yeah.
What did
I
they
actually
win?
didn't really like it that much, the
Really?
music and the vibe. I didn't know him before. I think he's like in a band. I just like did a quick research to find out who he was, if he did any like music scoring before. And I think
Yeah.
this is like either his first work or one of the rare ones, because like he's a guitarist in a band, I think, in a rock band or
Really?
something.
Really?
I'm trying to look it up right now.
And
Like,
that's why,
So
and
it
that's why,
won
like,
Academy Awards for Oscar. Not they didn't win. I'm sorry.
nominated.
The nominees. They nominated for
Mhm.
best music and original song.
Willie DeVille.
Yeah, Willie
I don't
DeVille.
know who's.
And then Academy of Science Fiction Fantasy Honor Film, they winner for a best fantasy film, which is, I mean, for music they have a few nominees for best music,
Okay.
yeah, best soundtrack, whatever, original song.
So
I like
let's
the
say
song at the end credit song, and what some
can't
of the
remember
tracks,
it.
because it's like my love is a storybook story or something, like goes like that. It's real as the feelings I'm feeling. Like, oh, that song was really good, and the first
Yeah, the
the
dialogue.
first piece in the
It's
soundtrack
kind of
is
fun
also
movie.
like
The
it's the
movie I
same
just
melodies.
directed. The movie I just directed, me and the producer of the film, Ron Erickson, we ended up doing a song for the movie for the credits. The same thing, like we needed an extra song, and we just wrote a song, kind of about the movie for the credits. It came out pretty good.
Fabulous.
Did you like the song? You like the song?
Fabulous.
She actually likes it. I can't wait when that movie comes out. You can see it.
Fabulous.
I'm gonna tell you, putting together music for a movie is stressful. Trying to get all the
Is it
things
going to
that
be
fit
released
in
on
there,
like
fit in the movie.
platforms, like online
Huh?
platforms? The movie? Is it going to be released on online platforms to watch, or is it like?
Is it gonna be released on online platform?
We don't know
Released or
yet. We just finished the film, so we're with this whole time of COVID and whatnot, everything's pivoting. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But putting music together for the film, including original score and picking out songs from other artists that all fit in the movie and kind of fit with each other is a hard task.
Well, nothing
Yeah, for
is
me
easy.
personally, I like orchestral tracks more in like fantasy movies like this one, even though it's satirical, and I don't really like the sound of like MIDI instruments being used. And in most of the soundtrack, the flutes and the strings are mostly
You're a
MIDI.
purist.
Yeah, they were MIDI. Yeah, I like the guitar though, because he was actually playing it, and the main melody was on the guitar. And I
Sometimes
really
you need
like
a
that.
lot of budget for that orchestra. Let me tell you.
I know, yeah.
we can't afford those. We can't afford those orchestral rates for the union day players. We're like, I don't know if we need that oboe player to come in today.
Oh yeah, it depends on the genre of the film as well. Like for fantasy and sci-fi, I mostly prefer like non-MIDI actual orchestra soundtracks, like Hans Zimmer stuff and Interstellar stuff, like things like that mostly. But yeah, this one it wasn't bad, but like I wouldn't really like listen to it from start to beginning from a playlist or something. Yeah.
Well, next week we have films. People are voting on
Two
films.
voting on
Jaws
my Instagram, and then if you go
Terminator
to
2.
live store, you gotta vote.
And I'm not 100% sure about Terminator 2's soundtrack, but of course we all know Jaws' soundtrack. One of the most classic, sounds ever. And I'm sure.
I don't even want to swim
orchestra.
in the beach just because of the job.
And I haven't seen that movie in years, so we'll see. So you guys out there, vote on Alice's page. Go watch her story and vote on her quiz. And thank you for joining us again. Have a good rest of summer in Turkey. Not stuck there. You're having it. There's millions of people that wish they were there, for sure.
I guess. I mean, it's pretty hot.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for letting me join.
Bye,
this time.
Bye. Why don't you say goodbye to her in Turkish?
Hush.
Hush. Let's see. Let's bring some more people in here. We have a little more time.
Yes, please.
Let's see. Throw it and we
Not
see.
only hashtag, please send a request too, because we can't. Let's just pull. You pick.
I just saw this person's name.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw this person's name.
You picked the first person. Who's winning? Who's winning? What movie is winning?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm great.
What's your name again?
I'm Julie. I was on last week for Amelie too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Julie's
yes.
back.
You're
And you're
wearing
calling in
glasses.
from where? I like the glasses.
Thank
Nice
you.
glasses.
Oh, where are you calling in from again?
Phoenix, Arizona.
That's right. That's right. Fire Nation down in Phoenix.
Fire Nation, that's right.
So, were you able to watch Princess Bride?
Yeah, I watched it this week with a few friends. It was really fun.
What'd you think about it?
I had never actually seen the movie before.
Never. You too. Your first timer.
It was my
Oh
first
goodness.
time watching a movie.
You heard about it, obviously.
Yeah, I've definitely heard about it, and I know like tons of the iconic scenes and lines and everything, of course. But yeah, it was really interesting because, I mean, it's an old movie, so it's definitely a lot more like slower paced than what we're used to now.
Right.
But
That's
sometimes,
true.
yeah, sometimes, sometimes that's a good thing. Like not everything always has to be like super fast and action paced. Even though I mean there is a lot of action in the movie, but
There's a lot of action. What'd you feel about all like the costumes and the sets and
Oh,
all
yeah.
like?
it
There's
was
no
really
like
great.
computerization.
Giant rat.
Uh-huh.
It was
I
like
loved how
kind of
there
just
was-
made it up, like someone put it all together, which is kind of cool.
It was really practical.
Practical. That's the word.
Yeah, with no like CGI or anything. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And I loved the whole like narrator aspect. I'd never really seen that before with like reading the book and everything.
Yeah, Peter
Started
Falk,
with
the
I
grandfather.
like that too.
The grandfather and
Yes.
grandson talking about the story is really, really kind of cool and charming
Interesting.
for sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite scene or moment in the film?
That's a little hard. I mean, the poison cup scene was obviously really great.
Everyone loves
Great.
that.
Everyone
Great.
loves that one. And
And it's funny because he seems, you know what's crazy about the movie? Like, there's a lot of people that were very, like, he feels like a very modern person in this medieval world.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, he talked and looked like some just like middle-aged stockbroker or something, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, but he's wearing like these like Renaissance fair clothes and kind of, but he's doing the lingo, but it's like he doesn't have an accent. He's not trying to be like British or like of the time. He's just talking crazy, like
Yes, there
modern.
is like modern thing, but is it make sense? Is it like literally make sense?
Yeah,
in the
it's so
story?
funny. I love like he keeps saying it's inconceivable,
Inconceivable.
and they're like, you keep using that word, and I
Inconceivable.
don't think you know what it means.
I know what it exactly means.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that was definitely a lot different than how things are now was the whole, like, I know you guys talked about this before, the whole, like, damsel in distress stereotype.
Right.
We don't really see that as much now. I mean,
Yeah, that's kind of worked its way out to a degree.
Yeah.
There's too many women saving the world for us to, you know.
Why? Is that makes you uncomfortable?
No, it's great. It's great. It's just weird how you watch it now and it's jarring. Like,
Why she's
Yeah.
not doing
she
it?
gotta do something, or she's just like,
yeah.
just marry that guy. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna marry him, then kill myself. Like, why are you doing any of this
Yeah,
stuff?
why?
Like,
Why? Like, why'd she, I mean, I understand how she didn't think she could get with her true love at the end. And I mean, I guess she just wanted to be a queen.
right,
That's what
for a
you
second, because then she was gonna kill herself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry you just to
And
kill
kill
myself,
myself.
and then.
I have an interesting question. Like, why the director decided to? I mean, why the writer, because it's based on the book, decided to kill that Vizini? How's it pronounced?
I don't know. It's
The guy who's
Yeah.
always say inconceivable.
Vizini.
Zany.
Kill that him and leave these two characters.
Because the man in the mask becomes the brain. You know? Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Or are you?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, because when they storm the
What do
castle,
you think?
when you storm the castle, Harry Ellis becomes the brain because he can't use his body. So
Yeah.
he becomes the brain.
That's interesting choice.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I think. I didn't know.
Inconceivable.
It's inconceivable.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you for calling in from Phoenix.
Thank you.
I did want to say that I really enjoy your raps on TikTok, and I know one of them. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
Okay. Ready? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. A poem called Honor for something lost or misplaced. Etched into your consciousness like a scar upon your face. This honor that you chase isn't always what you thought. Matter of fact, the fact that you always had it is the very reason why you set out to prove its existence from the start.
I loved it.
There we
Oh
go.
my God! That's
Honor.
so
What, the top one too. Top Bay Fong moves mountains, so small yet so strong. Next time I go on a life-changing adventure, you're invited to come along. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop some
I know
more.
them all.
I'm gonna
I
drop
know
some
them all.
more. I'm
I
gonna
know
drop
them
some more on TikTok. Thank
Yeah,
you for following
please do.
TikTok. Oh my God,
That's
so much
so
love.
awesome.
Fire
I
Nation from
love
Phoenix. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Joining.
Bye.
She's great. She's dropping poems on us. Julie dropping poems on us.
There it is.
Pick the next person. Pick the next person.
Please hashtag bride and then send a request, guys. Otherwise, let me see.
Pick somebody. I don't know. You go for it.
Let's see.
There's a lot of requests coming in.
Lot of requests. Send a request. Waiting, connecting.
Hey,
Oh,
how you doing?
there we go. Hey, Nolan. Is that Nolan, right?
Yeah, it's Nolan.
What's
Hi,
up?
what's
How
up?
you guys doing? I'm doing great.
Where you calling in from?
Stockton, California.
Oh my goodness,
Oh my
Stockton.
God.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Did you ever watch the movie this week, Princess Bride?
I did. I mean, it's like the third time I watched it, you know?
Oh, cool.
And it has its cheesy moments, but man, it's like, I love it.
It's such a classic film, and it's one of those things. Like obviously on this show we do we're doing cinema classic, but you watch a film like this, and it's immediately you know why it's a classic, and it lives up to its classicness, you know.
And it's like a feel-good moment, you know, feel-good movie with like times like these, you know, kind of need that like hour and a half to kind of get away from all those negative
Yes,
stuff.
it's just
Yeah.
entertaining.
It's summertime. We need that sometimes. We're living in definitely some really trying times and some intense times.
We need like good things.
90 minutes of just kind of fun is great.
We need a fun for our life.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the film, Nolan. Give me your favorite moment or your favorite scene, or what stood out to you, or something that means to you.
I'm a sarcastic person, so I really love this movie with all the sarcasm, you know. And it's just really, you know, like the little subtle things, you know, their humor and everything. It's like subtle, but if you're like listening to it, it's like, oh wait, that's funny, you know. It's not
very quotable movie. There's so many things in the movie that just echo in your mind forever. You can kind of repeat.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, just the casting with everyone, it was really good. You know, I think they played their roles really well, and just very colorful characters. You know.
Awesome. And are you Filipino? I can see the flag in the background.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, as soon as you came out, you're Filipino. I was like, hold on a second, are we related? You look like one of my cousins.
You look like one of my cousins too, man. Right? You're
He thinks all Filipinos
all Filipinos related. We're all related somehow. You know, the Filipinos are related one way or another.
I should probably be calling you like Kuya Dante or something.
And it wouldn't be the first time.
Uncle Dante.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Uncle Dante.
Yeah, Kuya Dante's like, sign of respect to your elders.
Yeah. You know, it's not that too much of an elder though.
Yeah, slight elder.
Yeah,
well,
elder.
Nolan, thank you so much. Shout out to
Thank
Stockton. I have family out in Stockton, so I'm sure you run some other Filipinos at parties that say they're related to me. They probably are.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Princess Bride this week. Salamat.
Definitely.
Thank you.
See, I got some Tagalog. I threw salamat. That's thank you.
Oh my God.
She has like 3 languages. I got one.
Yeah, you can do it. Introduce yourself with the Filipino. Tagalog. Sorry.
Introduce myself.
The Tagalog.
I got it. So like, don't put me in the spot. It's like say, I am Dante Bosco.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you.
Paala. I was like, you can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. All right, let's go.
Let's pull up invite one person.
Invite one person. We got time for one more person.
Let me check what movie is winning.
Check what movie's winning.
Terminator is winning now.
Oh, Terminator is winning now. Okay.
Please vote. Don't forget to vote
So
for
many
next
people.
week.
Who do you want? Let's pick one more person. Let's get this one here.
Okay.
Lost Girl.
I wonder every time when we pick a person, we're like,
I know, we look crazy.
especially me, like cross-eyed.
Hi. How are you doing? What's your name?
Good. I'm Anna Katrina.
Anna Katrina, nice to see you. Where are you calling in from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. Wow. I've never been there.
Me neither.
I've been to Chattanooga.
Chattanooga's pretty cool. It's pretty far up north. We're far west. I don't like it. I lived in Florida for 6 years.
Like, I'm not co-signing.
No, I'm not.
The barbecue's got to be good over there. The food's got to be good in Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, Barbecue's the big one, but I'm
All
not a
right,
huge
I like it
barbecue
already. I love barbecue.
I love
I
barbecue
want to
too.
come to Memphis, Alice. We have plenty of good stuff for
You
you.
sell it.
So talk to me. What do you like about the movie?
So Princess Bride, it happens to be one of my like all-time favorite films, and I love that it's so quotable. And I think we've been talking about that the whole stream, but it's just like anything that you say just can be so remembered, and it's just so
great. And and I've written a few films, and I've been in films, obviously, and so you don't know what's going to be quotable later on. Like you don't actually know. I mean, writing it and even acting in it, it's like you never know years later what people are going to remember and use in the vernacular. I think we try to do that as writers, but a film like this, the guy William Goldman was so on point. It's like half the movie is friggin' quotable.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And Alice, I kind of laughed like at the very beginning because you were talking about the trope and of the damsel, and I totally I feel you, but I worked at Disney for 6.5 years, so like it was my job to kind of know the storylines, and so you think about the old time princesses, so like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, always the damsel in distress, but now we look at movies like today. So, yeah, so I mean, I agree with you guys. It's not.
Yeah, all the movies now, the women are saving everything. The new Star Wars, everyone. It's like, okay, we need.
So that makes Dante not comfortable.
No, it doesn't make comfortable. It makes me very comfortable.
Why she's wearing a leather pants?
Things happening.
Take off your leather pants. You're not gonna save the world.
I mean, I'm ready for the woman to save the world. I'm in situations like, hey, Alice, can you come over here? This dude's acting crazy. So, what's your favorite? What's your favorite moment in the movie, or your favorite moment or scene in the film?
I think I really like reveals. I like the big reveal, like in Disney films, and Princess Bride just lends itself. It's not a Disney movie, but it just lends itself to being.
It feels like a Disney movie for sure.
But right now, I feel isn't it in the Disney Plus?
It must be.
It is in Disney Plus, yeah.
Yes, it is in the Disney
So
Plus.
the reveal when they reveal Wesley and who he was before they fall down the mountain.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. As you.
I like yes. It's like as you like, as you wish.
Those falls from the guy and the girl, whoever stunned that's real. That was pretty good.
I know. I love that. I love, and also like going back to like the powerful woman, because like Robin played the queen of the Amazons in Wonder Woman. Like she has such powerful roles, so that was like one of my favorites.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. She basically becomes the president, right?
No, I'm not gonna spoil that. There's a lot of people that didn't watch it.
Okay. She's powerful.
Cheers.
Look at what she started. Damsel in distress.
I mean, but a lot of them started in damsel in distress.
I mean, at the time, the script is like that. The story and the society like build that woman that way. So they portrayed a woman. Women should be always saved. Women should be always in the kitchen. Women should be always take care of the kid. Like, no, we have some stuff to do.
No, I agree with you.
I agree.
We just want to be cute and being taken care of.
If
you're smart enough.
Hold on a second. You want to be cute, taken care of, and kick ass?
Yes, I want to be all of them and then smart enough to be like act dumb. And just let my man,
smart enough to act dumb. You want it all?
Let my man take care of me. I'm just kidding.
There's a lot to unpack on that one. Well, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching the movie.
Yeah, thank you guys. Oh, and Jaws for next week, by the way.
Next week, please vote.
Please vote. Thank you so much, Jaws.
I think Terminator 2 is winning.
I didn't mean to.
You just interrupted. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so should we go and get one more person?
We have 1 minute left. Let's check out the
thing. I'm gonna bring one person to say hi, and then we'll get one more person in.
Oh my God, Terminator 2
is Terminator 2 winning?
No, Josh. I picked it, Josh. So what's gonna happen after that? I picked it one.
All right, who should we
so
go?
People still can win, like vote after I picked it. By accidentally, I picked the Josh, which is I wanna pick the Josh.
Yeah,
people still can vote.
You can still vote. Actually, people can vote for probably the next 24 hours. Hey.
Hi.
What's
I know this is
good?
Vico, last person
It's
of the week. What's
me.
up?
What's
Shout out Boston.
good?
How are
I'm
you
home.
doing? You're not at work this week.
I'm not. I work the morning shift this week, so I'm
Well,
like
hey,
a street quest.
Hey,
Hi.
are you?
what do you drop some knowledge on us about Princess Bride? What you think?
So I'm like the opposing opinion of this live. I was like, damn, I need to come in with some opposing opinions here. Like,
Okay, hit us with the opposing
okay.
opinions.
So I feel like the girl, she really like didn't have a personality other than being like, I'm in love and like I
Damsel in
love this
distress,
guy.
yes, true love.
Yeah, like
Alice was not. That's not opposing Alice. Alice was 100% with you on that.
like when she went on that whole tangent to him when he was in a mask, you know, he was like she was like, I died that day that like he died, like I died with him. I was like, so you're basically saying you don't have any personality traits or like any drive without him?
Yeah, her life was all surrounded about
Man.
in love with the man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then she validated herself.
Works for a fairy tale, probably not gonna work in real life.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is real life is real life.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. And like also the scene towards the end where she's saying there's no way like he'll die, like it's because we're in love. Like we're in love and like love will save us no matter what. Like it doesn't matter if he's dead. I don't know. There was a little bit
Yeah.
too corny for me, like a
It
little
is corny, but you know, it's a story about true love.
I agree with you.
too much love.
Ah.
It's like have you seen Bedtime Stories, the Adam Sandler movie? It's kind of like that.
It's like that. I mean, this is a great. I mean, obviously, this story was like a bedtime story, but like an epic bedtime story.
But she has like, okay, we get it because at the I'm trying to listen. We
Yeah.
like at the time they just portrayed a woman that way, you know, like it's just like no character whatsoever. She's like beautiful, love, like butterfly, like I mean her name is what is that?
Well, maybe when they remake the movie, it'll be the Prince grown, you know, and then the girl can come. The girl can come and save the guy.
It's similar to like Labyrinth.
It's possible.
Like, do you see Labyrinth, the David Bowie movie?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it in years, but I love the movie.
I haven't seen.
That's got
But
like
it's a similar story. It's a similar story. Tom
you know
Cruise is
what?
gonna go save the girl. What's her name?
Do you think that Princess Bride, if they
From Ferris Bueller.
if they remake the movie after years, are they gonna put the same thing for the?
I don't see them. I would like to see a sequel or something, or a remake would be cool. A remake would be cool. Remake would be definitely different. They might make, like I said, the prince needs to get saved.
Yeah, but it was cool because in Labyrinth, it was a girl going to save her little brother. So it was like a strong female lead, and it was made around the same time as Princess Bride, and it had like the whole David Bowie musical thing. I don't know, it's really cool. And so if you compare it to that, if you're calling Princess Bride like a product of its time, Labyrinth was also made around the same time, you know? So they had really cool movies.
What made more money during that time, though?
Exactly.
Oh, come on. I don't know. How many people know Labyrinth? It's pretty.
Labyrinth is like an underground cult film, which is great.
This is
Tom Cruise and I'm telling you, David Bowie and the girl from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I can't remember her name.
I didn't watch that film.
She was
Jennifer
great.
Grey.
Not Jennifer Grey. The girlfriend, but played Simone. Her name was.
Jennifer Connelly?
No, something. I can't remember, Vika. So, okay, despite all that, before you go, give us your favorite moment in the movie.
Oh, I liked the sword fighting scene just before the poison scene where they both say,
I love that. That's
Great.
my favorite.
I'm not even left-handed.
I'm not left-handed.
Me neither.
I love that. No,
Yeah, it wasn't bad. That was a pretty good scene. And then obviously everyone loves the poison scene. It's pretty good.
Poison scene's great.
That's my
sword fighting scenes. I love it. The sword fighting was so fun. Old school Errol Flynn, like it just swashbuckling. They were so good at it, and it was so great the way it was choreographed. So fun.
Yeah, I loved it. It was good.
All right, Vika, have a good week. Maybe I'll see you on the Rift. She also plays League of Legends with me.
Yeah,
Are you a gamer?
She's a gamer.
Yeah, I play League with him.
She's a gangster-ass gamer.
Hopefully I'll see you Wednesday. I'll be there for the stream.
Oh, come on. We'll be playing Wednesday.
Awesome.
All right, don't forget to vote movie for next week.
did.
Vote for the next week. Did you vote Jaws? Look at
Yeah,
you.
my dad's favorite movie.
Jaws?
She voted Jaws.
Yes, I did. All right, see you.
Shout out to Boston.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. Should we announce it right now? What is it at? Where are we at? Announce it right now. What's the movie?
Next week, the
It's
movie
kind of blowout.
is
It's a blowout. Jaws. Hey,
Jaws
guys.
is winning.
So it's going to be Jaws unless something happens in the next 24 hours. So it's going to be Jaws, and we'll post if it changes. But thank you guys so much for joining this week.
Thank you.
Such a great time to watch Princess Bride.
I know, it's great time, and it is interesting to watch it like years later.
Right. So the women aren't down for the damsel in distress anymore. I get it, but the rest of the movie was fun, swashbuckling. Everyone had a good time. Nobody really died.
Woman needs to wear leather pants.
The woman put on some leather pants and got a sword in that time. The remake is going to be called The Prince Groom, and Buttercup is going to come save
with the
Wesley
leather pants.
With some leather pants, and Wesley's just going to be following the evil queen that's making him do everything.
Oh my God! You just wrote the second one.
I just wrote it. I just wrote the new thing. It came back. It's all in my mind. So thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week. Follow Alice at Alice Ramatula on IG. Thank you for following me. What else? That's it.
That's it. All right, thank you guys.
I'm saying Tagalog to all Filipino fans out there. Ingat, paalam. See, I got some tickets.
How do you say it?
Ingat, paalam.
Oh, this is say bye.
Yeah.
All right, bye. I'm gonna say it in Chinese. 再见 and Uyghur. Hosh.
And in English. Later.
Later.
Bye.